the unmanageable. And a lot of the kind of apolitical deal with whether or not the sea level is rising or the continent is sinking, who cares, let's deal with it, seems very effective to managing the unavoidable. But in terms of avoiding the unmanageable, we really do need to have a kind of political will to deal with this problem. And so, given that those who are often least willing to accept the climate science have a great respect for uniform military, do you think that the uniform military has a unique role to play in helping us get to a place where we can avoid the unmanageable?
Any other uniform military? No. So, as a uniformed scientist and operator, warfighter, been in combat situations, but also one who said to convince people to make decisions and to avoid the unmanageable, of running into a typhoon or hurricane, to avoid the unmanageable of running into a coral reef that is at a shallower depth than your ship is deep. Yes, part of my job is to make sure that I'm providing recommendations in the foundation for avoiding the unmanageable. And we are doing that right now. But it is hard. It takes a concerted effort, and that's why you've got to make sure that you've got the science right, but you've also got to make sure that you are, as was mentioned before, you are communicating it in terms that can be understood. And sometimes the first time that you give a forecast and say you really need to do this, whether it's a dust storm coming or whether it's a major storm coming at sea or whatever it is, and sometimes the first time that you say it, they throw you out of the office or they throw things at you because it's a forecast they didn't want to hear. But if you don't give up and you keep making the recommendation, I think at some point if you're good at what you do, you'll have success and we will avoid the